Good morning, afternoon and evening everyone, my name is Liam and welcome back to another Pokemon Premier League upload battle. This week we are taking on the Maryland Torterrapins, or Torterras, not Torterrapins. Torterras, coached by Under the Radar. Maryland Torterras, coached by Under the Radar, aka Kelly. Holy crap, Kelly, you're just tongue twisters, all tongue twisters. Check out Kelly's channel in the description below. We did battle him last season and beat him 4 or 5-0, I can't remember what it was, but he had a draft that he was totally not happy with at all, so I probably wouldn't have got that result if he had a draft he was happy with, which he has this season. As I go over it now, he has a Mega Sizzle, Tornadus T, Nidoking, Raikou, Celebi, Kingdra, Politoed with Drizzle, Kabutops, Miltank, Togetic and Machoke. So Kelly has drafted a very spooky dookie rain team. And I do not like going against weather teams in general. Especially rain, because rain is just annoying as hell. He has Mega Sizzle, which is amazing, Tornadus, which is amazing, Nidoking, which is great, Raikou, which is great. I just had a very good draft and I just didn't want to fight it at all, but I have made a team to face it. And let's go over the first Pokemon, one that no one would have expected me to bring, but I'm bringing my baby boy Golem again. Damn, I love me some Golem. This week he is lonely natured with attack and negative defense nature with no HP, 0 HP IVs, 0 defense IVs and 0 Spadef IVs with Custap Berry Sturdy, and he has Explosion, Earthquake, Fire Punch and Stealth Rocks. The plan for this Golem, because I absolutely need Stealth Rocks up against this team, I need to chip stuff and wear stuff down. I need chip damage on Mega Sizzle, I need damage on Tornadus, I need damage on everything that he can send in. The plan for this team is to set up Stealth Rocks, get knocked down to my Sturdy, and then explode on anything. Except for Mega Sizzle, which is why I have the Fire Punch, so I can Custap Berry Fire Punch it. Even in the rain, Custap the Fire Punch is going to do a lot of damage to him. I don't think it would OHKO him, but it would do quite a lot of damage to him still. Yeah, I just needed rocks up, but this is the Golem that we're bringing. Pretty simple Golem, but hey, like I said, I love me some Golem. Next up, we're bringing Yuxi, Papa John's with Thunder Wave, U-Turn, Psychic and Knockoff. Yuxi was made to be a slow U-turner again. I do like me some slow turn Yuxi. T-Wave is to T-Wave his Swift Swim users, things like Kingdra and Kabutops, and Knockoff is there to take off Choice Scarf because some of the Pokemon that he has, if they're Choice Scarf, would run through my team quite easily. Things like Nidoking and Celebi could as well. So I had to get those Choice Scarfs off anyone he may have had Choice Scarfed. Psychic hit most things on his team pretty well. I didn't want to go for T-Bolt just in case he did bring the Nidoking, and I just wanted some guaranteed damage off on stuff. With the defense EVs and spread I have, pretty much nothing he has can one-hit KO me. Modest Life Orb Kingdra with Hydro Pump is a 3-hit KO after Leftovers recovery. I think Choice Specs Raikou with Thunderbolt was a 3-hit KO after Leftovers. Pretty much nothing on his team could one-hit KO me apart from a I can't remember what it was now. No, nothing could one-hit KO me. Even a modest Mega Sizzle with Bug Bite, if it was 252, could still only 2-hit KO me with Bug Bite. So nothing he had could one-hit KO me pretty much, which is why I have the spread I have. So I'm guaranteed to get some T-Waves off on at least a couple of things. Next up we have Whimsicott. Damn, I love me some Whimsicott too, with the Archie Berry, Timid Natured with max speed, some special attack investment and HP, with the Tailwind, Moonblast, Giga Drain and Nature Power. For those of you who don't know, Nature Power is considered a status move. So with Whimsicott, if I have Prankster, Nature Power is actually a priority tri-attack, which is pretty decent to have, especially against his Rain team, as it also gives me the chance to burn, freeze, or para. Tailwind was there as the big red button, as in if he had up Rain and Swift Swim users and I was starting to run out of options, I could click Tailwind and go into Kieran Black and just start trying to work my way through things and destroy some things pretty much. The Moonblast and Giga Drain hit pretty much everything on his team, at least for neutral damage, except for the Scizor and... yeah, I'm pretty sure. And with Moonblast and Nature Power, I had a pretty decent chance to beat a Kingdra that was in the rain one-on-one, because Moonblast and then Tri-Attack after Stealth Rocks would... I think Oka would kill him no matter what. So again, another reason why I needed the rocks up. And I had the Archie Berry in case he had Ice Beam, or even things like Hidden Power Ice on his Raikou. So yeah, that's Whimsicott. Next up, and what could potentially be the star of the team, we have Licky Licky, the Hedonism bot, with the Assault Vest and Cloud 9 this week to take out those weather effects with Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Fire Blast, and Knockoff. I absolutely love this Licky Licky set. And then he said Whimsicott again. Fire Blast has a minimum chance of 90% chance to Oko his Mega Scizor, even in the rain, thanks to Cloud9 with Fire Blast. The HP investment makes it so I can take I think at max 252 Adamant Mega Scizor done 99% to Licky Licky. So it's just kind of funny. At absolute max, Licky Licky takes 99% from Superpower, which is pretty funny. And Licky Licky was also there to hit things like Tornadus and Kabutops and stuff like that. I couldn't run Heal Bell or Wish this week because I had to have the Cloud 9. So I couldn't run Heal Bell or Wish, but Assault Vest was still pretty good to bring, as the team he had wasn't too hot to take on Bolt Beam, Fire Blast, Knockoff combination. I could have potentially taken the Knockoff instead. I could have potentially brought Earthquake instead of Knockoff to hit Nidoking and Raikou, but then I had the chance to not hit Tornadus with something, so I decided to go with Knockoff instead and get guaranteed knocking off items, getting rid of Choice Specs, like I said, Choice Scarf earlier on, which was a big issue for me. Next up we have Kieran Black McIceface with the Habanberry in case of the Swift Swim Kingdra once again, which I was very worried about this time. If he brought Swift Swim Kingdra with like Draco Meteor, Ice Beam, pretty sure it gets Ice Beam, like Surf or Waterfall, whatever, it would just like run through my team quite easily, so Kingdra is a big problem for me. But I had the Ice Beam, Draco Meteor, Earth Power, and Fusion Bolt, pretty much. This has just made, again, punch holes through the team. It hits everything for neutral at least, and most things for super effective damage. I could hit Ice Beam on things like Celebi that wants to come in, Togetic that might want to come in, Tornadus. Draco Meteor would do big damage to pretty much anything on his team except for the Togetic, obviously. Even does decent damage to Mega Scizor depending on what spread he is. Fusion Bolt for those water types, and Earth Power for the ground and electric types pretty much. I'm just going to have a sip of drink right now. Much better. 68 special defense was there, so Raikou would 2-hit KO me with Aura Sphere, pretty much. And the 4 EVs in the other stuff, 4 EVs so I can take rocks, and 4 EVs in attack just for Fusion Bolt, just because some EVs left over, pretty much. And last but not least, we have Scolipede. We have Oak, which is Mega Horn, Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Protect. This is made to just sweep his team with the assumption that his Mega Scizor is gone. If Mega Scizor is gone, then this thing can go through the team quite well. Rock Slide hits Tornadus and Togetic. Earthquake hits Raikou, Kabutops, Nidoking, stuff like that. And then even can hit the Scizor, and I can use Rock Slide on the Scizor as well for neutral damage, potentially get a flinch. But like I said, I want that Scizor gone before I try and do this. Protect is to give me one speed boost, so I can outspeed everything on his team, including a Scarfed Timid Raikou and a Scarfed Tornadus, or his Swift Swim users in the rain. I think it's after 2 I might outspeed the Swift Swim users in the rain. I can't remember which one it was. But, yeah, if Mega Scizor went down, then this thing just came in, and I was attempting to punch holes through the team with Scolipede. So, if Scizor goes down, Scolipede comes in, and pretty much just goes through the team and punches a hole, and then hopefully Kieran Black can come in the end and clean up. So that is the team we have to face Kelly. No Magnezone, which I know probably some of you were expecting me to bring against the Rain team, but I just didn't see it having too great of a matchup here. A lot of things outspeed it, even if I was Scarfed, and I think he would have heavily prepped for it, expecting me to bring it. So I just didn't see Magnezone having too good of a matchup here. And Infernape as well could have done potentially well, but with it being the Rain team, a lot of his Pokemon that got Aqua Jet in the rain would pretty much OHKO me anyway, even if I had a Pasho Berry. So I didn't see Infernape benefiting either. So let's just head over to the battle against Kelly and see if we can achieve our 2 wins in a row and start setting a record for our team. So, as we can see, Kelly has brought the Tornadus T, Mega Scizor, Miltank, Politoed, Kabutops, and Raikou. The Miltank is going to be a problem just because I couldn't bring the Infernape, so I don't really have much to hit Miltank. I just kind of have to hopefully wear it down in some way. Everything else I can sort of deal with depending on circumstances. Mega Scizor is going to be a problem, as Mega Scizor, or any kind of Scizor, is always a problem for pretty much any team. So let's just jump in and hope for the best, pretty much, because Kelly's team is ridiculously good, and like I said, I do not enjoy facing rain teams. But it starts off with Kinda Burge, the Raikou. It's shiny, so it could be Rash natured with Aura Sphere. I think it's Rash they have to be. But I do start off my Golem. As I said, I wanted Rocks Up and I wanted to explode on something. He switches out here in case I outspeed maybe. I might be a Scarf Golem. Scarf Golem would be cool. As he goes into the Miltank, I do get the Rocks Up like I want. Of course, this stops me from exploding because Explosion would definitely not kill this Miltank at all. Instead, he goes for Rocks as I decide to just go for Earthquake here for damage, just to see what kind of spread his Miltank is, as he gets knocked down to about 65%. He goes for the Body Slam, which does quite a bit of damage, and he outspeeds me. Here, I should have probably just clicked Explosion to kill off this Miltank. Instead, I went for the Earthquake again, which puts him down to about 30%. He outspeeds and goes for the Milk Drink, so he can just continuously do that. I'm not sure what the roll on Explosion would have been, but I think it done a max of like 65%. So if I got a max roll, I could have killed it. He would have gone for the Body Slam again. There would have been no target, and I could have brought in anything else to kill it off. I switch out Golem because there's no way I'm going to win this exchange with Miltank. He can just keep on milk drinking up. And I would run out of Earthquakes probably before he ran out of milk drinks, and he would eventually probably paralyze me. So I go out into Yuxi. I want to T-Wave this thing because it does outspeed the Golem. So if I can slow it down so that it can't keep on milk drinking before me, that'd be great. As I take the Body Slam fine, get the T-Wave off on the Miltank, which is exactly what I wanted. He's revealed that he has Stealth Rock, Body Slam, and Milk Drink, so I was pretty confident that he didn't have Heal Bell on this Miltank. I was confident that he'd have another coverage move. As I go for Psychic, just again to get some information on this Miltank, see the spread of it, as Psychic doesn't do too much damage either. Miltank is so fat. He goes for another Body Slam, and this time does get the Paralysis, which is unfortunate. I would have preferred if my Yuxi could have stayed healthy without being paralysed, but that's what happens. He doesn't have leftovers either. I'm not sure what item he did have, so maybe go watch Kelly's video after this to see what item he did have on Miltank. But he does get fully paralysed as I get the crit with Psychic. If I wasn't paralysed here, I could have killed him off with Psychic, which would have been absolutely perfect. But I was paralysed as well, so he got off the Milk Drink. So the Body Slam paralysis did matter a little bit there, because I could have taken out this Miltank quite early on, as I get fully paralysed on that turn. I am getting my leftovers slowly back up, so Yuxi is slowly getting back up to full health. He does decide to switch out here because we're at kind of an impasse, and eventually I would get a Spidef drop with Sidekick and start killing him off as he goes back out into Raikou. Here I actually went for a slow U-turn, predicting him to switch there, so I could get some initiative as he went out into the Raikou, but I got fully paralysed again, so hacks is hacks, fun is fun. I do get some leftovers recovery back as I'm nearly back up to full health. I decide to stay in to take any hit that he wants to give and get the slow U-turn still. He does go for Shadow Ball, which does a fair bit of damage, but doesn't knock me down to half health still, as I go for the U-turn and I can get some initiative. At this point, I'm fairly confident he is Scarfed Raikou. I'm fairly confident he is Scarfed. So I just go out into Golem here, because it's still my best bet to take on this Raikou. I do take rocks damage. My sturdy Custap Berry plan is not going to work anymore, so I'm still looking on what I can explode on. As he brings in the Politoed, to take the Earthquake hit for Golem right here. And here is where I made another misplay. We played this game at like 12:30 AM my time. He'd just got home from work as well. Here I clicked Explosion just to kill off this Politoed. I totally forgot that I had max speed in my Golem, so I could outspeed Politoed, and another Earthquake would have killed him. So I could have saved my Golem and exploded on something else rather than exploding on that Politoed. That was totally my fault from me just being tired and not having my head 100% in the game. But I could have saved my Golem there pretty much. I go out into Licky Licky here because it just has a good matchup against his team. His Raikou is taking more rocks damage, nearly down to half health here. Licky Licky can take any hit from Raikou I want, even after the rocks damage. Cloud9's going to take away the effects of the rain. He's going to go for the Volt Switch. I can take that fine because I am Assault Vest. It does laughable damage from Scarfed Raikou. I clicked Ice Beam here, I think, or did I click T-Bolt? I can't remember which one I clicked. I might have clicked T-Bolt. I think I clicked T-Bolt just because it had... No, I clicked Knockoff. I clicked Knockoff just in case, just for anything he wanted to bring in, so I could do damage to it, including the Miltank. He goes for the Air Slash. Again, it's going to do next to no damage because I'm Assault Vest. And I'm able to kill off the Tornadus with a Thunderbolt, which is great. Tornadus was a problem. It was very fast and would have just done problems. Plus, it was Life Orb. He brings in Old Man Tops now, the Kabutops, and this thing can just kill me, pretty much. It can kill me if it's Life Orb. He goes for the Stone Edge, but Licky Licky expertly dodges the hit as I get another Thunderbolt off, which is great, and it just misses out on the KO due to a low roll, which is quite unfortunate. Due to a low roll, it missed out on the KO. He does hit the second Stone Edge, which kills us, but he does die to the Life Orb as well. So the low roll on the Thunderbolt did not help, but his Kabutops is down, so that is a Swift Swim user out of the way, and a hard hitter in Kabutops. He does bring out the Scizor now, and the Scizor is a huge problem, because I no longer have Fire Punch Golem, and I no longer have Fire Blast Licky Licky. He does take some rocks damage, as I am in with Yuxi. Here I went for the T-Wave, just in case he clicked Defog to get rid of the rocks. So I clicked T-Wave in case I could paralyze this thing. Instead, he just clicked U-turn. I'm not at a percentage of health where I can live that U-turn. So he does manage to kill off Yuxi, which couldn't have done much because it was paralyzed at that point. I was at too low of health. But it does give me some initiative, at least, to see where he wants to go out into, as he goes back out into his Raikou. Now, I'm aware at this point that he does still have the Mega Scizor, but I couldn't bring in Scolipede at any other point, pretty much, because he does still have the Mega Scizor. So I bring in the Scolipede now. What I should have done here, again, was just click Earthquake, because Thunderbolt was a roll, whereas Earthquake was a guaranteed kill, so he would not have stayed in there. He does bring in the Scizor again, which takes some more rocks damage, as I clicked Protect, so I could definitely outspeed the Raikou. If I had clicked Earthquake, I could have got some nice damage off on Scizor, which would have been very good. Here I clicked Earthquake anyway. Again, I probably could have clicked Rock Slide, chance for the flinch, but I didn't want to miss. If I had gone for the Earthquake before that as well, that would have put Scizor into the red health at that point, and that does matter for later on in the battle. as Scolipede goes down to the Aerial Ace on Mega Scizor. Mega Scizor's so damn good. I do bring in the Whimsicott here, pretty much, just to see what he wants to do. I only have the Whimsicott and the Kieran Black left, so I just wanted to click. I wanted to click the Tailwind, expecting him to Bullet Punch my Whimsicott, and then hope I could just clean up the rest of the things with Kieran. So that's why I went for the Tailwind on that turn, but he switches out into the Miltank as I have the Tailwind up now. It doesn't matter I have Tailwind because I would have outsped this Miltank anyway. I click Moonblast, which is my hardest hitting move. It lowers his special attack. I was praying for a full paralysis. I didn't get it as he clicks Milk Drink again. So Miltank is living through everything. I didn't get many full paralyses this game when I needed them. I click Moonblast again, just praying for a crit. He's able to just keep doing this till he gets back up to full health pretty much. There's nothing I can do. Eventually though, my thought process was eventually I'm either going to get a crit or he's going to get fully paralyzed. So I just keep on clicking Moonblast. I don't want to go into Kieran in case he clicks Body Slam at some point and then Kieran gets paralyzed. So the Tailwind's gone out now. He did get fully paralyzed that turn as I go for a Moonblast again, hoping he gets fully paralyzed this turn as well. And he doesn't, but he goes for the Body Slam. At this point, I can kill him off with a Moonblast, which is good because this Miltank was a problem. So Miltank goes down very nicely. Whimsicott gets another kill. He does bring in the Scizor now, takes some more rocks damage as I am able to click Tailwind, and now we hope that Kieran Black can just clean up. And this is why the Scolipede Earthquake mattered, because if I had Earthquake Tim before, he would have died on the rocks switch in that turn, because he would have been in red health. He couldn't have come in on rocks again, and even if he could come in with rocks again, I could have brought in Kieran on this turn, and as you will see here, I have taken rocks damage, which is unfortunate. He does click the Bullet Punch, which does a lot of damage, but it doesn't kill me. So even if he did have a bit of health left, I could have clicked Earth Power, killed him with Earth Power, and then killed off the Raikou with Earth Power, and I would have won. So just a few unfortunate turns where I made a few misplays, a few unfortunate full paralyses, and things like that. But Kelly played very well. We both agreed that was a very good game. He wins 2-0 with the Mega Scizor and the half health Raikou surviving. So we do lose the match, but it was a very fun game, very competitive game. As I said, we just made a couple of bad plays and got a bit unfortunate with a couple of rolls and some full paralysis. But he did miss Stone Edge as well, so he did have his own share of unfortunate hacks as well. But thank you, Kelly, for the battle. Once again, check out Kelly's channel below. He has a very good draft, and I'd suggest you watch his battles to see how he's been using this draft so far, because it's quite amazing. Next week, we take on the Norwich Skitty, coached by Jack, the owner of the PPL. And last season, he was our second ever draft league battle, and we lost 5-0 in an embarrassing fashion. So next week, I'm really going to be trying hard to, put it bluntly, beat the crap out of him. So thank you guys for watching this battle. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I did playing it. I love you all very much. Leave a comment down below on how stupid I am for the plays that I made. And I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Mwah! Bye-bye.